Irida is the very first Ice Zone setter in the game. But you probably already know that. Aside from the Ice Zone, is she any good? Or is that all there is to her? In this video, we discuss. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, let's begin the good versus the bad for Irida and Glaceon. Here we go. Yo yo yo, this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your artist Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX, and in this video we discuss all the, nitty-gritty about Irida and Glaceon. And if you watch my scouts for Adaman, well, they did not exactly turn out well. This is a Master Fair scout. And Master Fair, share the exact same rate. 1% chance of scouting for Irida and Glaceon. But anyway, guys, before we get there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up right now. We are 40 subs away from 10k. Yes, we're 40 subs away. If you want to be part of the journey as we get to 10k, don't forget to click on subscribe right now and leave your notifications on so that you don't miss my future uploads as well as my streams where I scout for Irida and Glaceon. And kindly leave a comment down below and let me know if you're scouting. This is meta, because this is the very first Ice Zone. So if you're scouting because of Ice Zone, let me know right now. Or if you scout for another reason, because, well, Irida is, the second Hisui sync pair, so you might scout for that reason instead of rather than just scouting for Ice Zone and whatsoever. Let me know your reason for scouting for Irida and Glaceon, or if you plan to skip instead. And before we continue, I would like to, if you want to check out one copy only, you can check out my 1 out of 5 or none out of 5 video where I discuss each one in brief. Just getting one copy will do. But in this video, we discuss the full kit. And by this time, my June 2023 pairs have not yet been finished. I'm not yet done. This will probably be done early next week or late this week. So stay tuned for this one. I discuss each one with knowledge, added knowledge, by scouting, after scouting for Adaman and Irida. So stay tuned for this video as the week goes by. But anyway, guys, a huge shout out to all my members of my channel for the support, for all the hard work and support, generosity and support for these past several years. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to join them, you can click on the join button down below whenever you see it and support this channel for as low as $1 a month. And a huge shout out goes to my gifters. Thank you guys so much for the extra generosity, helping this channel grow by helping other people get gift memberships. So thank you guys so much for that. And with that out of the way, guys, Irida is the second sync pair. Second sync pair to come out of this update. And again, she is a Master Fair. Master Fair share a 12% chance of getting a random 5-star. So you should technically see a lot of sparks. But the chances of getting Irida is just a little bit. Unless you're very lucky and get her within the first 5 multiples, well, congratulations. But expect to see shafts here and there, just like how I was shafted with Adaman. Shake my head. But hopefully, Irida treats me better because she's a tech sync pair. I just used my last 2 tech move candies on Adaman, and I do not have any tech move candies left. So, Irida is also a tech sync pair. But you should know, or you will know later, that probably she works more also as a support, pseudo support, rather than just a tech sync pair. So you'll know that later as we continue discussing. Meanwhile, have you seen coming up 2 weeks after Irida and 2 days after Yusin, we have Signisud Silver, who is also a tech sync pair. This one is a striker. Meanwhile, Adaman and Irida are tech sync pairs. Irida and Adaman max out at 3 copies because Master Fairs max out at 3 copies right now. And Poke Fairs max out with 5 copies. So if you want to max out Yusin and Signusuit Silver's capabilities, well, get those candies ready or get those gems ready. Because, hiya. Let's just hope for the best. I don't want to think about this as of the moment. But anyway, guys. Check out my how many gems can we get video so you have an idea as to how many gems we're gonna receive. And for the Twitter rally, we will be receiving the gems by the end of June. So, you know, you have to wait a lot longer before getting those gems. So, cannot get them right now. Alright. In terms of, you know, let's just start with a kit right now. Irida has the highest special attack and the special defense out of the bunch, with the lowest speed stat, which is pretty concerning because she has a 3 move gauge AoE attack stat or attack move. But 271 probably is not that horrible. Her HP stat is 606, I guess not that bad. Defense, not too bad, 206. Same for special defense, at least it's even, unlike Adaman, who has higher defense and lower special defense. And the rest, well, Yusin has the highest HP but the lowest stats overall across the board. And Signusuit Silver is the fastest all throughout. And in terms of multipliers, well, I fixed it, guys. I saw Fighting Zone, I made a mistake of that one. Now it's fixed, it's Ice Zone. So you might see that she does not have as many multipliers as Adaman. In fact, all her multipliers are built in except for 3 multipliers, and that's Invigorating Hail 5. 1 copy of Irida gets you Invigorating Hail 5. Not bad. 3 copies gets you Hunter's Instinct. And 3 copies gets you Brain Power. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, and she has Ice Zone, and what Ice Zone does is power up Ice type attacks. You know, she has Ice type Sync Move, Ice type attacks, and that gets powered up from built-in. Her built-in Sync Move multiplier just requires her to have Hail. And again, by getting Invigorating Hail 5 in her Sync Grid, just 1 copy will power up her moves already by Hail. She's a Master Sync pair, so Sinnoh Spirit is her Master passive skill, which powers up her special attacks. That's Ice Beam, as well as, what is her attack? Let me quickly check. It is, I forgot, Icy Wind. So it powers up your Icy Wind, it powers up your Ice Beam, and lowers the damage you receive from the opponent's special attacks. Space spreads over Hisui. If it is Hailstorming, let me just check. If it is Hailstorming, it powers up every one of your allies' attacks, normal attacks. So that way, she technically gets 2 master passives, because Sinnoh Spirit powers up everyone's special attacks, and Space Spreads over Hisui powers up everyone's physical and special attacks, as long as it's Hailstorming, but it does not power up Sync moves. So it powers up everyone in your team. So a nice, helpful passive skill over there. And now we look at the main kit. In terms of this image, nice. I got a question, why does, why is the Mindscape image not their respective clan backgrounds or something? I do not know. But at least it looks pretty nice. And you got 1 attack, which is Icy Wind, and a buddy move, which is Ice Beam. Icy Wind lowers the opponent's speed stat -1, hits everyone. And Ice Beam, what this does is that it never misses, and it has a 10%, a measly 10% chance of leaving the opponent frozen. This is just 1 target. When you use this, you get a you get a move gauge acceleration effect, and you give yourself free move next. You also lower the opponent's special defense -4. And you can only use this once, unlike Adaman, where you can use B Razor Leaf twice. You can only use this once. You activate it when there is a hailstorm, and it gets deactivated if the hailstorm is gone. So, how do you bring in hailstorm? You use Ice Wish. Once you use Ice Wish, your passive skill, Watch for Ice, will bring in a hailstorm immediately whenever there is ice zone. So whenever there is ice zone, you get hail. Nice. And hail is irritating normally because your allies get damaged if they do not have snow shelter. But Space Spreads over Hisui, her passive skill, protects all allied sync pairs from hailstorm damage, which is a very nice plus. And it also quickly charges your move gauge during a hailstorm. So your move gauge is fast. Yes, her speed stat is pretty low, but your move gauge charges quickly when there's a hailstorm, which is a nice plus again. So that's, that's basically her main kit. Her passives, or rather her trainer move here, if you use Shield to the Core, it basically raises your special attack +4. Maximizes your critical hit rate, and gives regen to all allied sync pairs if there is a hailstorm. So you want to use Ice Wish first, or you want to bring in Hailstorm first. Later on you'll see that she has Arctic something, which brings in Ice Zone immediately at the start of the battle. This will help you also with that one, and it will also bring in Ice, Hailstorm when the Ice Zone is set up. So that's a nice thing. And one important thing and one interesting thing about this is that she has no MP refreshes. As you can see over here in her sync grid, she has no MP refreshes. I don't think I've seen a sync pair with no MP refreshes. She does not have an MP refresh with Ice Zone or Ice Wish. She does not have an MP refresh with Shield to the Core, her trainer move. So in order to max out your special attack stat using her, you have to have 2 out of 5 get Shield to the Core ramp up to, so that you get to raise your special attack stat +2 when you use Shield to the Core. That makes your special attack stat +6 instead of just +4. Got First Aid 2, you got Hail Immunity, status conditions cannot be applied to the user. You got Quick Tempo Sync freebie. Winter Coat reduces the damage you receive when there is a hailstorm if you are attacked by the enemy. And Wise Entry 2 basically raises your special defense by 2 at the start of the battle. 1 out of 5, again, immediately you get Invigorating Hail 5, which powers up your attacks, powers up your B, Ice Beam, and your Icy Wind by 50% damage when there is a hailstorm. And that is very nice because you get multipliers at 1 out of 5. 1 copy gets you a multiplier immediately. That is a good thing. Okay guys, 3 out of 5 Arctic Arrival. This is what I was talking about. At the start of the battle, you bring in Ice Zone. And remember, Watch for Ice, her passive skill. Whenever there's Ice Zone, whenever the field of play turns into Ice Zone, you bring in Hail. So at the start of the battle, you bring in Arctic Arrival, Ice Zone, plus Cold Front, Hailstorm at the start of the battle. And because of Space Spreads over Hisui, you will not receive damage. And all your allies will not receive damage from Hailstorm, which is nice. 3 out of 5, you also got Brain Power. The higher your special attack stat is, the stronger your sync move is. To maximize your special attack using her, you have to get Shield to the Core ramp up 2 at 2 out of 5. Or have other sync pairs to raise your special attack stat. Got Hail Alert 3, which extends the duration of the hail. And you got Ice Zone Extension 3 to extend the duration of your Ice Zone when they're active. And then you got Hunter's Instinct. The lower the opponent's speed stat is, the stronger your attacks, your normal attacks, your Ice Wish, or Icy Wind rather, and your B Ice Beam will be. But take note, B Ice Beam, you can only use this once again. And then Ice Wish, buy 1, get 1 9. Free move next after you use Ice Wish. I think this is unnecessary. You can get more, you can get much better tiles than this. Mind Games 9 and Satisfied Snarl 9 make her a pretty good debuffer. By getting Mind Games 9, every single time you attack an opponent, you get to lower their special defense -1. So, she has Icy Wind, and Icy Wind is an AoE attack, hits everyone, and lowers everyone's speed stat -1. By getting Mind Games 9, you also lower the opponent's special defense -1. And by getting Satisfied Snarl 9, you also lower the opponent's special attack stat -1. So by getting Mind Games 9 and Satisfied Snarl 9, when you use Icy Wind, you lower the opponent's speed stat, you lower the opponent's special attack, you lower the opponent's special defense, and you hit everyone, which is a nice thing. After that, basically you get some Sync Nuke power-ups, and that's about it for Irida and Glaceon. Now, it is impossible to get everything, so I made two Sync Grid options for you. And one is the Sync Nuke build, guys. Actually, the multiplier build. Because she has her multipliers are just like 3 multipliers. You have over here, Invigorating Hail, 5. One copy will do. You get this. Got Hunter's Instinct. The lower the opponent's speed stat is, you can lower the opponent's speed stat by using Icy Wind. The stronger the damage. And Brain Power is a sync move multiplier. The higher your special attack stat is, the stronger the damage. And by getting this, plus we got Ice Zone Extension 3 and Hail Alert 3 so that we never run out of Ice Zone and Hail. And again, she gets powered up when there's a hailstorm, and Ice Zone just powers up her ice type moves even more. So we are technically getting all the multipliers immediately by getting this kit, and it's just enough. We have 2 energy left. We can just get this with anything. Like for example, probably get an HP plus 10 or something else. And that's it. That is her multiplier build. And another build is our debuffer build. We got Satisfied Snarl 9 over here. We got Hunter's Instinct. We got Invigorating Hail 9, or 5 rather, and we got Mind Games 9. And the good thing about this one is it also the DPS build of Irida. You get to maximize all the attack move multipliers, which are Invigorating Hail and Hunter's Instinct only, plus Ice Zone. So we did not get Ice Zone Extension here and Hail Alert 3 here. Hopefully you got you time your Ice Wish properly here by using this method. But that's about it. You can get Arctic Arrival, but I think this is a better build. This is a multiplier build, or rather this is a debuffer build, and this one is a multiplier build. Now, let's see how much damage this can do. So we got the Critical Strike 2 over here, and forgot to say that she actually has Vigilance as a lucky skill built in. So she will not be hit by critical hits, which is a nice thing. It opens up a lot. Damage-wise, we got Ice Zone. So we bring in a Hailstorm. We got Ice Zone over here. If the opponent's weak to Ice type, this is Popan Tools, by the way. Thank you to STDK12 for these tools. We got Special Attack, or rather, our special, you know, the Sinnoh Spirit over here for the special. We can raise that to 50, but let's keep it at 20 right now. Make her 6-star EX, and let's see how much damage this can do. Calculate. So, your Sing move, wait, forgot to mention, forgot to change this, weak to Ice type. And she cannot give herself super effective up next, so let's calculate this. Her Sing move does not too much. 4,216 damage, 16,000 damage. Your B-Ice Beam is at 2,172, and your Icy Wind is at 995,000, which is not exactly a lot. Wait, did I not get Ice Wish? Let's go get Sass. I pressed those. Wait. Fix that. Okay, that's much better. Your Sing move deals 12 million damage. Your B-Ice Beam does 4 million damage. And your Icy Wind does 1,932,757 with the multiplier build over here. And if you have more Sinnoh Sync pairs in your team, you can get to up to 50. Let's calculate this. Gets much stronger. Did it get much stronger? I'm not sure. Yes, it does get stronger. The damage of B-Ice Beam just goes up to 4,791,000 and Icy Wind goes up to 2 million something. But compared to Adaman, probably don't expect too much, too crazy stuff. She is more of a, you know, this is the first Ice Zone unit. So people are gonna scout for her with Ice Zone. So the game, you know, is gonna introduce maybe in the future more Ice Zone units. So until then, I probably don't need to show this anymore because this is more of the multiplier build. But before, I used to always do this. So let's see her maximum potential. Her insane, impossible maximum damage. Let us just check it. If we are able to somehow get all the grid tiles, check the damage, we're able to put 50, we're able to have super effective up next, Ice Wish, and whatsoever, make her 6-star EX. The damage is 21,809,000 with B-Ice Beam with 7,519,513. Not as high as Adaman, as I was saying. Not really a lot of multipliers here, but Ice Wish is Ice Wish. So that's that, guys. So that is all I have to say actually for Irida. The good thing about scouting for her, well, you can consider this either good or bad. The one of you guys mentioned that it's bad that they're introducing large pairs as master pairs now. They could be large pairs can be master pairs, and if you miss out on the master fair, it will not come to your trainer lodge. But a good thing you can think about this is that if you are able to scout for Irida, next month you will be able to invite Irida to the trainer lodge. It's not yet in this update. You will have another sync pair, Irida and whatsoever Pokemon at friendship level 100. So you get 2 Pokemon instead of just 1 Pokemon. So that's a good thing. Another good thing is that Ice Zone is finally out. And not only do you get Ice Zone, but you also get Hailstorm, which is a lot of ice types rely on Hailstorm in order to have more multipliers. You know, Heavy Hail, a lot to do with Invigorating Hail. A lot of ice types have to do this. But some sync pairs will be hit by the hail if you do not get Snow Shelter. Space Spreads over Hisui, her passive skill, prevents all allied sync pairs from getting hit by hailstorm damage. So that's a nice plus. Aside from that, well, she has Vigilance. She can lower the opponent's special defense. She can give everyone regen. So you get to recover a little bit of HP every single time you attack an opponent. And last but not the least, I think, is that she's a Master Sync pair with technically 2 Master passives. Sinnoh Spirit powers up everyone's special attack stats, special attack moves rather, and your special defense if the opponent hits you with a special attack. Your Space Spreads over Hisui, as long as it's healing, you get to power up everyone's attack, physical attack, and special attack stat by an amount, by a percentage, which I don't know what percent of improvement, of power improvement, but at least you get 2 free multipliers, Sinnoh Spirit and Space Spreads over Hisui. Unlike Adaman, who just powers up Time Flows over Hisui, I think, something like that. It only powers him up. Space Spreads over Hisui powers everyone up, and that's a good thing. Any bad side to her? Well, Master Fair. Scouting for her has a chance of getting shafted. But let's not talk about Shafts right now because I do not want to invite Shafts to my own streams and my own scouts. So let me know if you're scouting for her or not. But she's overall a very good sync pair. And she's meta. Because Ice Zone and Ice Wish is meta. But you don't have to scout for meta. Just scout for your faves. Because faves over meta over everything. Just listen to what your heart has to tell you. Because meta is worthless. Just as a pay-to-play game, and it's getting more and more pay-to-play, not pay-to-win, but pay-to-play, you don't want to follow the meta. The game is... DNA is getting increasingly greedier and greedier, and they're not shy. They're not even hiding it right now. There's not been a permanent unit for the longest time. Shake my head. I don't know what to say. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my good or the bad versus the bad video for Irida and Glaceon. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Plus, join me and let's get to 10k subs. Earlier, we had a 1 subscriber, so we are 39 subs away from 10k. So let's get to 10k right now. And leave a comment down below if you want to join the giveaway for the 10k sub thing. And if you're scouting for Irida and Glaceon. But with that said, I would like to end by thanking once again the gifters of my channel and the members of my channel who have been supporting me all throughout. Thank you, Shadow Phil, for 2 years of Master Ball tier. Thank you, Alcin, Roy, Luca, Jeremy, for 2 years of Pokeball tier. Thank you, Sasri, Ambrian, and Iwis for 1 year of Pokeball tier membership. Marokman, almost 1 year of Ultra Ball tier. Aurora Espion and Yuki Murasaki for Great Ball tier. Shido for Premier Ball tier. Tatsuya Gold, 11 months of Pokeball tier members. Apsaras, Pokefriendo, and Edward, you guys, thank you guys so much also for your support. And with that said, I end here. I'm gonna go to bed. See you in the next video. This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, Artist Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Right.